Pretty sure I've been in denial about how important the seasonal shifts have been as a big part of my practice. As I've incorporated more nature-based illustrations into my work and continue to work hard on my garden in the past 2 years, I finally come to terms with that. It does look a bit different for me as someone who has low energy, so I don't really want to honor 8 Sabbaths every year, but I do divide them into fall, winter, spring, and summer. It makes it easier and less overwhelming for me personally, and sometimes if I'm feeling up for it, I'll bring in ideas from Sabbaths at that time frame if I'm stuck or want to do something a little bit extra for it. Rarely, but it tends to happen. Where I live, I can't stand the summer heat and the bugs, so I wanted this summer to be as relaxed as I possibly can make it. And this is also when work usually picks up for me. Sometimes what I like to do for these altar illustrations is to write down what I want to evoke during that season. I usually like to keep track of each season's colors so I have a color palette to work with. As you see, the colors will change over time with what I resonate the most with as I'm working on it. I've always been a visual learner, so I thought making these altar illustrations will help me if I ever get stuck in my own practice or really busy with work. It's just a nice reminder to be present and thankful of what each season provides us. At the end of this video, I'll show all seasonal altar illustrations which I started in autumn of last year. I brought my sketch into Photoshop. That way I can easily play around with the color schemes, so I don't have to worry about losing any ink in my art supplies. And even though I did bring this into Photoshop, I still treated it as a meditative practice. Coloring has always been very relaxing to me, as well as singing. So you don't always have to just lay down and meditate in that way. As long as you learn to ground, center, and protect yourself, you can find many different ways to meditate to whichever feels right to you. Each piece I use copic markers, which are alcoholic ink markers, a white and gold gel pen, just to give it a little extra shine to it. As you can see with how I use these copic markers, I'll color in with little circles. Coloring in like this will help get a smooth background color. If you use more streaks, it'll be more streaky, obviously. Each symbol in this illustration means something important to me. Now, I believe Pride should be celebrated every month, but I knew going into this illustration that I definitely wanted the Pride flag in there, not only for representation, but also honoring the history that comes along with it. I've never been quite into symbolism, but that also has changed within my own practice. My views are constantly changing, and I'm definitely more open than when I first started my practice. And just for some information about me, I've always been drawing since I could pick up a crayon or a pencil. That's just what I've always done. I also have a BFA in illustration, and I have 10 years of experience in that field. I've also been an art teacher for 2 years, and just like being a witch or a psychic, anyone can do it. You just have to put the work into it. You'll get there. So if you're just starting out with art, take your time, learn the basics and the fundamentals, and keep at it, because you will improve over time, and like anything else, it does take practice. So I did have some complications recording this process, so sorry about that. I'm still trying to figure out my setup with my tripod and my wheelie chair, which I'm sure is the technical term for it. Kept hitting against the tripod, so I stopped recording, but then I got too into the illustration process and forgot to record again. So I'm thinking maybe next time I should just record when I'm adding the details at the end, as that's always been more interesting for me, but definitely let me know what you all prefer. Lastly, I've been thinking about creating my own tarot or oracle deck. Maybe a tarot deck first for the foundation and to prove I actually know my stuff. I have been doing tarot and oracle readings for over 3 years. It will also be good practice for me to add more symbolism into my illustrations. And there are so many themes to choose from though, it's kind of overwhelming. Some of my ideas are a vampire Victorian era. I've always loved the idea of vampires and love the outfits from that era. Another one is cozy queer witches, which might be too saturated for those, but it's still a comfort for me. And also thinking about creating an ancestral tarot or oracle deck. Which one of those are you interested in the most? Let me know, because I think I need to ponder over that a bit more. It's also, again, overwhelming to think about drawing 78 cards, including adding symbolism. It's definitely a long-term goal of mine, and I've been told by many that I should definitely make one. So now might be that time to finally stop pushing it off and actually doing it. It might also help me to turn this into a series on my channel. If anyone's interested in that, please do let me know. I was also wondering if you have a creative routine that you like to incorporate in your practice. If not, which other rituals do you like to include if they're seasonal or not? Let me know. Thanks for watching.